What if I told you that nearly 1 in 3 drivers in America are unknowingly using the wrong engine oil, and it's quietly costing them between $485 and $745 every year in lost efficiency and added wear? Yet the surprising part is, many of them are simply following what they think is thicker oil means better protection. But is that really true? Because over the last decade, automakers have been switching to oils so thin they would have been laughed at 20 years ago. Grades like 0W-20 that flow like water in winter. The reason isn't marketing hype, it's physics, engineering, and billions of dollars in fuel economy mandates that reshaped how modern engines breathe, move, and survive. Today, 42% of all new cars roll off the assembly line factory-filled with this ultra-thin oil. But here's the question that matters. Is it actually better than the classic 5W-30, or just better for the automaker's fuel economy numbers? Let's break down the real science behind viscosity, the surprising data from lab and real-world testing, and the exact situations where one oil can make your engine last longer or shorten its life without you ever realizing it. Every bottle of engine oil has a set of numbers printed on it, something like 0W-20 or 5W-30. These aren't random codes. They tell you exactly how that oil behaves inside your engine at different temperatures. The first number with the W stands for winter. It shows how easily the oil flows when the engine is cold. A lower number, like 0W, means it stays thinner and flows faster in cold conditions. A higher number, like 5W or 10W, means it's a little thicker when cold and takes longer to circulate on startup. The second number, 20 or 30, represents how thick the oil remains once the engine is fully hot, typically around 100 degrees Celsius. So a 0W-20 oil acts like a 0-grade oil in freezing temperatures, but thickens to the level of a 20-grade when hot, while a 5W-30 behaves like a 5-grade when cold and a 30-grade when hot. The key is that all engine oils thin out as they heat up and thicken as they cool down, but modern oils are designed to handle this better than ever thanks to viscosity modifiers, microscopic polymer molecules that expand as the oil gets hotter. These molecules help the oil resist thinning too much at high temperatures, giving you consistent protection across a wide range of conditions. That's why these are called multi-grade oils. Engine oil has to do several jobs at once: create a strong lubricating film to prevent metal-to-metal contact, flow quickly to reach every moving part, resist evaporating at high heat, and stay stable under intense pressure and shear. That's why viscosity is only one part of the story. Synthetic oils, for example, get their viscosity characteristics from a blend of engineered base oils and additives that allow them to maintain stable flow and film strength even under extreme temperature swings. Today's oils cover a wide range, from ultra-thin 0W-16 used in hybrid and efficiency-focused cars to thicker 15W-50 used in performance or older engines. Each one is formulated to match specific engine designs and operating conditions. In short, 0W-20 and 5W-30 both do the same basic job. They lubricate, cool, and protect, but they behave very differently depending on temperature, and that behavior is what determines how quickly your engine gets protection at startup and how well it stays protected at full operating heat. So if both grades protect your engine, why did automakers suddenly push for ultra-thin oil like 0W-20? Automakers didn't suddenly fall in love with ultra-thin oil for no reason. Regulation lit the fire. Behind every bottle of 0W-20 on the shelf lies a fierce push to meet government fuel economy mandates. Back in 2010, the corporate average fuel economy target sat at 27.5 miles per gallon. By 2026, that number climbs toward 40.5. For automakers, every lost mile per gallon could mean as much as $125,000 in penalties. That's not a performance tweak, it's survival math. So engineers turn to one of the few adjustable levers left: viscosity. By switching from 5W-30 to 0W-20, manufacturers started squeezing out an extra 2.5 to 4.5% in fuel efficiency, which might sound small until you multiply it across millions of engines. This shift didn't happen quietly. Over just 14 years, 0W-20 went from niche experiment to mainstream standard, with adoption up an astonishing 485% since 2010. Today, 42% of all new vehicles leave the factory filled with this ultra-thin oil, compared to only 8% in 2010. Oil companies scrambled to keep up, investing roughly $3.7 billion between 2015 and 2024 just to modernize blending and refining lines. Consumers, meanwhile, unknowingly reinforced the change. Surveys consistently show fuel economy as the top buying factor for 78% of car shoppers, meaning the path to the showroom runs straight through the gas pump. The move to 0W-20 oil wasn't just about regulations. It was made possible by the incredible precision inside modern engines. Today's engines operate with bearing clearances as tight as 0.001 to 0.002 inches, nearly the thickness of a human hair sliced into 40 pieces. To flow through those microscopic gaps fast enough to cool and lubricate, oil had to get thinner. At the same time, direct injection systems raised combustion temperatures by about 30%, demanding oil that could survive heat over 300 degrees Fahrenheit without burning off or breaking down. Combine that with variable valve timing, which relies on instant oil pressure even at minus 40 degrees Fahrenheit startup, and old-school 5W-30 simply couldn't keep up. The reason 0W-20 can handle this punishment is science at the molecular scale. It's built from highly refined Group 3 Plus and Group 4 synthetic base oils with a viscosity index above 140. That means it stays fluid when frozen and stays strong when scorching. Engineers essentially built a fluid that behaves like a shape-shifting shield, adapting to extremes on demand. The real magic, though, lies in the additives. Modern friction modifiers cut boundary friction anywhere from 35 to 45%, while advanced viscosity improvers hold their structure up to 80% better under shear forces. Even though the oil film is thinner, specialized anti-wear chemistry ensures that metal never kisses metal. AAA's independent testing found that vehicles running 0W-20 averaged 2.8% better fuel economy, with the best cases hitting 4.2%. SAE research backed it up. In controlled, worldwide harmonized light vehicle test cycle, driving cycles dropping viscosity from 5W-30 to 0W-20 improved measured fuel economy by roughly 2.08%. The biggest improvements appeared under low to medium loads, the everyday stop-and-go and suburban cruising most cars live in. The oil pump doesn't have to work as hard to move it, and that freed-up energy translates to smoother revs and more efficient combustion. But here's where 0W-20 surprises everyone: the cold start tests. At minus 20 degrees Fahrenheit, it reaches critical parts of the valve train about 40% faster than 5W-30. That speed matters because nearly 75% of total engine wear happens in the first 30 seconds after startup when metal surfaces are still dry. In these conditions, 0W-20 reduces that wear by around 73%. Over the life of an engine, that level of protection can stretch longevity by an extra 50,000 to 75,000 miles. Lower viscosity oils may glide effortlessly through cold starts and boost efficiency, but when things heat up, literally, 5W-30 takes over as the bodyguard. At temperatures above 250 degrees Fahrenheit, 5W-30 holds a film that's about 50% thicker than 0W-20, an advantage that becomes critical in turbocharged engines, mountain climbing, or heavy towing. Under those severe conditions, oil often faces temperatures pushing beyond 260 degrees Fahrenheit, and that's where thin 0W-20 film can start to lose its stability. In controlled lab trials, 5W-30 demonstrated roughly 22% less wear under these punishing heat loads. Automakers don't just pick a viscosity out of a catalog, they build engines around specific oil behavior. That's why every major manufacturer issues its own proprietary 0W-20 specification, tuned to the clearances, bearing loads, and oil flow rates of its engines. Toyota and Honda were early believers that thinner oil meant smarter efficiency, especially in compact engines built with incredibly fine tolerances. Today, about 98% of all Toyota and Lexus models are factory-filled with 0W-20. Their precision manufacturing requires oil that can move instantly through microclearances and deliver consistent pressure under light load cruising. Europe, once fiercely loyal to thicker lubricants for high-speed autobahn duty, is quickly following suit. The ACEA standards, the European Oil Authority, are adding new 0W-20 categories by 2025 as automakers chase ever stricter CO2 targets. In North America, the shift isn't slowing either. Ford's EcoBoost specification, WSS-M2C947-B1, and GM's Dexos 1 Gem 3 standard both require 0W-20 for most four-cylinder applications. These aren't suggestions, they're mandates, grounded in testing for shear resistance, oxidation control, and turbocharger compatibility. But here's a critical detail many drivers overlook. The label on your dipstick is legally tied to your warranty. Using an oil that doesn't meet your vehicle's exact OEM approval, even if it has the right viscosity, can void coverage. That's because automakers test their engines under conditions unique to their designs, far beyond the basic API rating printed on the bottle. The same pattern shows up in high-mileage engines. Once an engine crosses 100,000 miles, internal clearances widen slightly from natural wear. Here, the thicker 5W-30 helps seal piston rings more effectively and can reduce oil consumption by around 40%. Choosing between 0W-20 and 5W-30 isn't about liking one over the other. It's about matching your oil to your engine's reality. Three things decide everything: the type of engine you're running, the climate you live in, and exactly what the manufacturer specifies. Once you understand those, the answer practically picks itself. New generation engines, hybrids, and small displacement petrol setups thrive on 0W-20. These engines are built with tight tolerances and depend on fast oil circulation from the moment you hit start. In cold climates, think winter mornings dipping below 0°F. That quick flow can mean the difference between effortless starts and metal grinding friction. It's also the clear winner for commuters and efficiency-minded drivers who live for lower fuel bills, with consistent economy gains of around 2 to 4%. Now switch the scene to hotter conditions or harder working engines. If you're pulling weight with a diesel, pushing turbo boost, or driving something past 100,000 kilometers, 5W-30 earns its keep. It maintains viscosity and film strength where thinner oil can shear under pressure or evaporate at high load. Regions like Texas, Arizona, or outback Australia are perfect examples. Ambient heat soaring past 100°F and long highway miles simply demand the thicker, more thermally stable option. Track days, mountain climbs, and towing sessions, 5W-30 all day. You can switch between them, but only within your manufacturer's approved range. Many owners run 0W-20 in winter for cold start ease, then move to 5W-30 for scorching summers and heavy use. The result is a tiny trade-off. Fuel economy may drop by roughly 1 to 3%, but in return, you gain a sturdier protection layer when your engine is working hard. High-quality synthetic 0W-20 formulations have stretched oil change intervals far beyond the old 3,000-mile rule. Today, many engines comfortably run 10,000 to 12,000 miles on a single drain, sometimes even longer when guided by onboard oil life monitors. The real secret to engine longevity isn't picking sides in the viscosity debate, it's staying disciplined with maintenance. Whether you pour in 0W-20 or 5W-30, fresh, clean oil beats old, dirty oil every single time. And the verdict from seasoned mechanics remains brutally honest. Engines don't die from choosing the wrong viscosity, they die from neglecting timely oil changes. The world of motor oil is full of myths that refuse to die, so let's clear the air once and for all. First off, synthetic and conventional oils may look identical in the bottle, but inside the engine, they behave very differently. Conventional oil is refined straight from crude petroleum, while synthetic oil is chemically engineered molecule by molecule for stability, flow, and protection. The price gap that used to scare drivers away has nearly vanished, and the performance difference has only grown. Synthetic wins in almost every category that matters. One of the oldest myths says you can't run synthetic oil in older engines or that switching back and forth is dangerous. Both are completely false. Modern seals and additive packages make synthetic oil perfectly safe for engines from the 1980s onward, and blending or switching won't cause any damage as long as the oil meets your engine's proper certification. Then comes the logo game. People swear loyalty to certain brands, but the truth is amusing. Many major labels, from Mobil 1 to Castrol and Valvoline, come from the same handful of global manufacturers. Even store brands often roll off the same production lines with identical quality control. Only the logo that truly matters is the certification seal, API, SP, or Dexos, because that stamp means the oil passed standardized tests beyond any marketing slogan. Speaking of marketing, terms like high mileage, extended performance, and high efficiency sound technical but are mostly sales language. High mileage oils simply use additives that swell aged seals a bit to reduce leaks. Extended performance means extra detergents and oxidation inhibitors, not magic. And high efficiency, that's just code for low viscosity, like 0W-20. Finally, there's the everlasting thicker oil means better protection myth. Not true. Thicker oil builds resistance, wastes energy, and can even starve tight-tolerance engines of proper lubrication. Automakers spend years balancing viscosity for efficiency, emissions, and heat management, not corporate whimsy. So when the owner's manual tells you what to pour, it's not a suggestion, it's the product of thousands of hours of engineering. In the end, viscosity isn't a competition, it's a compatibility test. The best oil is the one that matches your engine's design and your environment. Follow your manufacturer's viscosity spec. Make sure the bottle carries the API certification seal, and treat 5,000-mile oil changes as your golden rule for long-term health. Fresh oil, changed on time, beats expensive oil left too long. So, now it's your turn. Which oil do you trust in your car? Drop your answer in the comments below.